Orlamar here with a fleet battle from my recent territory war. I finally was able to try this Imperial team against a Falcon Rebel team. You can see it's a decent Falcon. The Akbar is not that great. I think he's gear 10. Falcon was gear 12 on Han, or R2 on Chewie. Gear 12 Biggs, and then just a normal Ghost, gear 8 for everybody. Nothing special, but so it's not the best Falcon fleet, but you can see that it's got decent GP at 415, and my fleet is awful. You can see my gear 8 Tarkin, and I do have a pretty good TIE Advanced, but then the rest of my ships aren't that great. My TIE Silencer, I think my Kylo Ren Unmasked is gear 11. My TIE Fighter pilot's not good. My TIE Bomber, that's the key to what I'm trying to try out here, and he's 4 stars. I did max out all his abilities though, so you can see I just threw some hodgepodge in there afterwards. So I think this counter is going to depend on if I can get my TIE Bomber in on time. I wanted to use him as a reinforcement to inflict burning right away, but you can see with my TIE Advanced, I do go first because I am Relic 7 on my Vader. So we're going to stun the Falcon, not allow him to get a turn right away, because the TIE Silencer is actually a pretty quick ship. So that's why he's useful in this counter. Then we're going to try to ability block. Didn't land any important ones, but luckily they weren't able to do too much to my Kylo Ren. So now we're just going to do some big hits with Vader, trying to just last long enough for our reinforcement, which we got in just now. It's Imperial TIE Bomber, so we're going to inflict burning on all of our opponents. Did not land on Ghost or on Biggs, so I don't know what that's all about. Maybe not right. So I'm kind of reading the kits here. It looks like if I burn everybody, it will be non-dispellable. So you can see now they all have burning, and they couldn't resist it and can't dispel it. Now they can't attack out of turn either, and so you can see the Falcon would have assisted there potentially, but he didn't because of that burning, and also their damage output is going to be pretty low. So you can see with them neutered from this burning, they become pretty easy to take out. And actually the TIE Bomber is pretty tanky for a 4-star ship as well. So we're just going to take out their TIE Advanced, and this battle is pretty much over. I brought in some of my hodgepodge reinforcements too, just because I can, and that's what I've got available. So we'll call an assist here. Did not land either of those. Both got dodged, and this should finish off Sabine there. So pretty low cost counter. This is my 4th best fleet, and I was able to take out a pretty okay Falcon fleet, at least with it. So I can only imagine what he'll be like at 7 stars. So you can see what his other ships looked like. His Vader was relicked as well. And then we'll go through what my fleet looks like. We've got this one maxed out pretty much. My TIE Fighter is gear 9, and abilities aren't maxed out. The abilities are maxed out for my TIE Bomber, but 4 stars obviously. And then you can see I used my First Order TIE Silencer. It's maxed out, but he's only gear 11. And then I used, and it didn't really matter, but at the end I brought in my Jedi Counselor, and that's obviously nothing special at gear 10. And then Tarkin was gear 8 with non-maxed abilities.